It's Hillbilly Live. We're on Easton Corbin's bus, and he has a pink fridge.
You got a pink fridge?
Sure does. He sure does.
I like that. It's
beautiful.
cute. It
Well,
really
it's
is
so
cute.
outlandish, and it so ain't me. It had to stay when they offered me the bus.
And who offered you the bus?
Well, I didn't say offer. It's one of those deals. We went back to 2 buses.
Yeah.
So in the season we went back to 2 buses, it's a busy tourist season. So this was actually Miranda's old bus.
Yeah.
It's the pink refrigerator. Hillbilly Live.
I will always equate a pink refrigerator to Easton Corbin.
But it's Miranda's bus. It's Miranda's bus.
But I was on the bus with Easton Corbin. Because look, Miranda security wanted us, okay? You don't let someone on your bus if you've security wanted them. If
I know it was almost like meeting somebody, of like a king of a country or somebody really important. I mean, not a country singer. You wouldn't think you get waved down to meet a country singer.
You do. You do.
If it's Miranda.
It's all right. We met her a couple times. Hey, y'all. I'm Amber Parker.
I'm Brian Taylor.
And this is Hillbilly Live. Welcome to our 15-minute morning show. What day is it?
Whew, I don't even know. It's been such a long day dealing with taxes.
Not excited. I'm not excited about it.
And I found out today, Amber, since we both live in 2 separate places, we have to pay more taxes.
Right.
And your state of Alabama.
Thank you.
Well, what is it called? A privilege tax? It is a privilege tax to do business in Alabama on top of the other taxes.
Is
and
it?
I'm privileged, I think.
Is it?
Damn it. I mean, don't they get enough of our money already?
I mean, you would think. You would think.
It's nauseating. I don't like it. I don't like adulting. I want to go back to being a kid and not have to worry about anything that involves adulthood.
Look, some of the stuff sucks, but some of the stuff is cool. Like, I've gotten into gardening recently, and like I was telling you, we went to the nursery and we picked out some stuff. Check out my giant pinwheel. That's a giant pinwheel, Brian.
You're dating yourself right now.
Both of those things spin independently. They'll spin opposite directions, and then the whole thing will turn.
Amber, again, you were dating yourself. You are now proven that you have old people decorations for a yard. That's what that is.
We need to scare the birds away in the garden. So,
are you scaring birds and kids away? Is that what's happening?
I hope so. I don't know why there would be children in my backyard.
Well, because kids, I mean, they do what they do. They do what they do. And you live in a cul-de-sac. You should allow kids to play in your yard if they want.
No, there is a little girl that rides her bike around the cul-de-sac a lot. She's got like an electric little scooter. She rides it around and she'll stop when we're out there and ask us if we're kids or adults. And then when we tell her we're adults.
She'll ask y'all if your kids are adults.
Yeah, what are you, kids?
So
or adults?
she confused, like
she's not sure if we're kids or adults. I guess based on our behavior, it's not clear. Based on our appearance and our behavior, it's not clear.
No way. I mean, I can tell by your appearance, you're clearly not a kid.
Look, she's a small child, and she don't know. She's not sure.
But kids are not stupid, Amber. Kids are a lot smarter than we were.
She's asked.
I mean, you would think she would know.
She's asked me and Bridget.
You think she's just being nice? Like maybe she was taught by her parents, be nice to the older 2 women that live across the street.
I don't think so. But Bridget said last time the little girl asked her if she was a kid or adult, she goes, "Well, where are the kids?" I don't know.
That's a fair question.
I mean, not here.
Did Bridget say, "Don't come knocking on our door. We don't have kids here"?
No, she's nice. She's a nice person. She's just nice to her.
At least somebody is.
She was looking for kids to play with. It just happened that Bridget and I aren't children, so it wasn't us. So, nor do we have any.
Y'all should go kidnap some kids and just contribute to the kid time and playing time in the neighborhood.
I don't think so. I don't think that's what we're gonna do. But thank
We,
you
we, we can talk
for
about it later. Don't
thank
worry.
you for
I'll
your
set you up.
suggestions. We'll go ahead and move on.
Absolutely.
We'll move on.
Hillbilly Live.
Brian, if someone wanted to pay $5,000 to meet you,
Let me think about this. Hold on.
what
Yeah.
would you do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Same.
I'll even give him a discount and let him pay like 4,000.
So, I mean, we are in
Yeah.
no position to turn money down in any
No,
sort of way.
no,
But Luke Combs, he can afford to turn down $5,000 for me.
I mean, I get why. I get why. He had a really good reason on why. He knows that he couldn't afford it back then to do something like that, so he doesn't want to be that type of artist. He wants it to be free. If you can get a meet and greet to meet him, no charge.
Look. I couldn't afford that at any time. Past, present, probably future.
I just think it's crazy. People are paying money to meet people? Really?
He's Luke Combs. Everybody wants to meet Luke Combs. It's Luke Combs.
I wouldn't want to pay to meet him, though.
That's because you get to meet people for free. So you got that bougie.
But there's some people I don't even enjoy meeting. I mean, let's be real.
But aside from that, you still got to meet him. You still got your picture made. You in the backstage. You did the thing that most people never get to do.
God, though, to be in a position to be able to say, no, you keep your $5,000. I don't need it. I mean, Luke Combs does have a Rolex watch, so he is in a position to turn that down and not think twice about it.
Show me your watch.
I respect it.
Show me your watch.
I don't have any watches. I mean, I can barely afford a Timex, Amber, at this point. So,
well, and we adorn our arms a little more like Ashley McBryde. Did you see she got a new tattoo?
I did.
Yeah, I had to get a gramophone because I won my first Grammy, and this other one, I can tell you more about it later, but it might have to do with some new music. And there we go. Ooh, a little blood there on that gramophone. No problem. And they're done.
I love it. Promises kept right there.
Grammy. Getting a tattoo of a Grammy. I got
If I want a Grammy, I'd do that too.
I got a tattoo of mountains when I lived in
Colorado. I
Colorado.
wouldn't really call that a tattoo.
That's a tattoo.
That's more like a mistake, Amber.
That's a tattoo.
That's no.
It's a tattoo.
Those are squiggly lines, Amber. That's not really a tattoo.
Sometimes a tattoo is squiggly. It's mountains.
It's almost like you were getting a full tattoo and you said, all right.
I said,
that's
ouch,
enough.
stop,
That's
ouch,
enough.
stop.
And they had to turn it into something. So, yeah, they turned it into some, what'd you call that?
It's mountains.
Oh, Jesus.
I got it in Colorado Springs. You could see mountains.
Those don't even look similar to mountains. I mean, again, those are squiggly lines.
They're mountains. Brock got one too. Matching.
How cute.
I know. Anyway, the music. Ray Fulcher and Tenille Arts. I almost typed out Tenille Towns earlier. I almost just said it again now. Tenille Arts.
Loving you like a blue sky after the rain.
Song's called After the Rain. I can't play more than that. We'll get the copyright.
I like that.
It's good.
So, I mean, a lot of people I know probably don't even know who Ray Fulcher is. Ray is a hell of a songwriter. I mean, he's good friends with Luke Combs, the guy who can turn down $5,000, for a meet and greet. The dude has got a cut on every Luke Combs album. Every album, even the new one, he's got like 6 cuts on the thing. But he's a hell of a songwriter, and he's got a lot of music of his own. And I'm hoping something happens with this song for him and Tenille Arts.
Ray Fulcher sent me a Walkman, like that plays cassette tapes.
Did it take you back to your time?
And his album on cassette tape.
Did it take you back to the 90s? The late 1900s?
I put batteries in and I plugged these headphones in and I jammed out to a Walkman. You know that I did.
How many people do you think got that Walkman and said, what is this? Because there had to be a few. You know, there had to be a few.
I know.
They got that thing in the mail, opened it up, and said, "What in the hell?"
It
What
was
is
similar. It was similar to the time that I got the VR goggles in the mail, and I was like, "What the hell am I going to do with this?"
God, those things are dangerous.
They just don't work with glasses. Just don't.
You
And-
can't see without them.
And I can't see without them. All right, let's move on to something dumber than that.
Hillbilly Live.
All right, so we were going back and forth earlier today about what story is the stupidest, and we decided it was this one. And
It had to be.
so an Easter egg hunt turns into chaos. Parents shoving little kids, and you know what I think the greatest travesty is. So I get it. Okay, it's you shouldn't be that aggressive. It's an Easter egg hunt. Who cares? It's little kids. Why are we getting so aggressive? But the real travesty here is that there's this Easter egg hunt and this whole story about it. Not a video.
Not one.
Not a single video.
Now, apparently, Amber, it was supposed to be planned out. I mean, this was like a big to do. They held this little thing inside of a mall.
It's at the mall.
A week. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They still exist inside malls too. So it was right outside of Dayton, Ohio, little suburb, and they were getting a jump start on Easter. The little kids, 1 and 2 year olds, they were going to go first, have their own little private section of the mall. Then the little bit older kids, like 4-year-olds, they got to go next. They had their own little section, and they got like a 60-second head start, to go ahead of all the like teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
And adults were not even supposed to go and hunt.
Mm-hmm.
But once everything started, Amber, everybody made a mad dash, and little kids were getting pushed by adults because, they had to make sure that their little kid found the egg first. So no one followed the rules, kind of like a lot of people do. But again, I don't know why this wasn't caught on video.
Not a single video.
How?
Stupidest. That's That's the stupidest part of this story. Ugh, not a single. Everybody takes video when they shouldn't. Come on.
Hillbilly Live.
Heard some sad news today, and it wasn't your news from the tax man. Shockingly.
I don't want to talk about this at all. This is
shockingly.
This is bullshit.
So I know how I feel. Okay, I know how I feel when I see. In fact, I have my aunt in my mind and her thick checkbook that she carries everywhere, and it is a checkbook for writing checks at the Walmart.
Now, hold on. Explain what checks were, though, Amber. I mean, there's probably somebody that might stumble upon this.
It's where you go to a store and they're like, you owe money, and you take this special piece of paper and you write on it that I will pay you this much money from my account.
Yeah, and that paper is attached to your bank account.
It's attached to your bank account, like a debit card, but you write it. You write it with a pen. So I know it. I think my aunt, woman of a certain older, still doesn't have a debit or ATM card. And then this.
Discovered that Gen Z does not carry debit cards, like at all. No debit cards. They only use their phone. So like debit cards to you guys is like what a checkbook is to me.
Okay. Okay. Like I have some apps.
That hurts, Amber.
I have some apps on my phone that you're supposed to use. You could pay for stuff with, but some of it, sometimes it makes me nervous.
This is why you're from the late 1900s, right here. This is it. You're proving it right here. As much as you hate it, you don't want to embrace it. You want to act like you're from what? This century? I mean, I know we live in this century, but we were born, Amber, in a different century where things were different. I mean, people don't even know how to write their name in some cases.
Look.
So I get why checks are not a thing. Now debit cards. Oh, God dang.
This makes me feel bad. Let's move on to something happy, something educational. Okay, concert season is upon us. I know it is cold where you are at, but it is nice where I am at, and it is probably nice other places in the world. So
Where?
I think somewhere near
Well,
me.
I guess yeah.
I-
If you don't live on a mountain, yeah, I know.
Yeah, just not where you're at. Okay, it's nice where I'm at. Could be nice other places. Okay. Anyway, concert season. We need to get ready. Okay, it's expensive. We're trying to save money right now. So
I
here you
know.
go. Some education, how to sneak in the alcohol. I mean, we're not telling you to sneak in alcohol.
But
We're just showing you some
Yeah.
stuff.
Inside a concert?
Up under there. You pour your brown over it.
That's a whole.
you can't even tell. You can't even tell.
That was an entire bottle of wine, and you couldn't tell.
I'm impressed. I really am. I mean, I'm not built to be able to do that, but if you have a friend that is, you want to take them with you to every concert. Because I mean,
Yes.
have you been to a concert lately and try to buy like a
Expensive.
beverage?
It's expensive. And the beverages I like to drink.
Yeah,
Shoot.
yeah, with the liquor mixed with the soda. Yeah, those are like
Aw.
$15 a pop at most places.
Oh my God. It's bad. It's bad.
You got to like put off paying other bills, just to enjoy yourself. Because you want to drink when you go to a concert. You want to have a
Yeah.
good time.
You need at least a couple. There's $30, and you got to leave a tip. All
That's
right,
a whole
y'all.
other thing too. I don't even know how to like get over the tip thing because they just turn it around. Even when you buy a sandwich somewhere, here.
This
No, I'm not gonna tip you for giving me a sandwich.
is why we would not turn down $5,000 if someone wanted to meet us.
There is that.
All right, y'all. That's it. That's our 15-minute morning show. Thank you for hanging out. We appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and share this video with your friends. Tell them we're funny. Even if you think it's a little bit of a lie, it's fine. Little white lies are fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You can watch these videos, read all these stories, hillbillylive.com. We'll be back again tomorrow night, right? One more day. One more day this week. Okay. All right, y'all. Have a good night. And we will see you again tomorrow. And until then,
Bye-bye.
drink on.